never roaming, not far anyways, our very own Nisha Seth, and she's got Alfredo Malabello on the couch with her.
Thank you, Fred. Yes, I'm right here and on to a lighter topic than that. Jail, I've got Alfredo Malabello. Welcome to the couch.
Hello, Nisha. Hi.
Now, Alfredo, you're a bit of a triple threat. You're a singer, you're a musician, and you're also an actor.
Yeah, go figure.
Now, you've had quite an interesting life up to now. Tell us a bit about your journey.
Okay, I mean, I've been a musician for most of my life, and being a musician and wanting to pursue the music career, it's a double-edged sword. It gives you a lot of pleasure, but it can also give you a lot of heartbreak and heartache. And it's very challenging on relationships, which in my case, it's cost me a few relationships. But it's funny, you know, because I've dedicated most of my life to wanting to achieve some level of, I guess, whether you want to call it, not greatness, but just some sort of financial independence in the music industry and be noted for something.
And you certainly have done that.
Well, thank you. It's taken a while, though. I mean, I've been traveling around the world for many, many years, playing piano and singing, had bands, and then got married, had children, and then traveled, and then, anyway, that all sort of exploded and fell apart. But we got two beautiful kids out of it. They've got a great mum. I think I'm a great dad. But at that time, my life fell apart when the family fell apart, and I found myself walking in Coles in Subiaco and saw a public notice board which said acting classes. So I said, you know what, I'm going to do this because I needed a change. I needed some sort of fresh perspective of myself, where I was going, and I thought acting could give me something like that. So I joined and did acting classes, and then I did 2 years of that with a beautiful lady called Annie Murter-Monks here in Perth, and she teaches a lot of actors here, and she's a great teacher. And I did 22 short films and won a couple of awards on some indie, film festivals. And then an agent saw me on one of these festivals and got me to audition for a role in an SBS TV series. And then that led to me getting the TV series, which I played a singing chef, a father, for a show called Kala Comedy. And then, mind you, remember that I've always wanted to get a record deal in my life, and it's been really, really hard. So my life fell apart. I went into acting classes, got into an SBS TV show as a singing chef and as a father for this Kala Comedy girl. And then SBS turned around and offered me a record deal.
Fantastic. I love your resilience as well, because, life does throw us so many curveballs, but you've kept going.
I'm very bruised underneath these clothes.
Oh, well, you're smiling now, and that's the main thing. So, I guess very inspirational for a lot of people that might be watching. It is a hard industry sometimes, isn't it, to break into? It's
extremely hard. You have to be, I guess, foolishly brave. Not too foolish that you can throw your life away, because you can really make some choices that can ruin you. But I guess this is where faith comes in. As I said to you before, as we were preparing for this interview, I'm actually a Christian man, but I've been a party animal all my life. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a Bible basher, but I do have a faith.
Partying with Princess Margaret.
Well, yes, you remember all the juicy bits.
I love that story.
Yeah, I was playing piano for the Princess Margaret during the America's Cup. There was lots and lots of people from all over the world. There was the royal family of Monaco, and there were presidents from other countries. And Princess Margaret was here, and I was performing and playing piano and singing for her.
Wow.
And then and then she would wave at me when I was playing, and then she sent one of her security guards, like that, and he came up to me and says, "Princess Margaret is most pleased." And he gave me a glass of champagne, and she waved at me, and I was sure she winked at me. In fact, I'll bet money on it. And then I was playing the piano, and he left, security guard. She was waving at me. I had a sip of the champagne, put it down, kept playing, and then I bumped into something on the keyboard, and there was $1,000 tip.
Oh, gee.
I kid you not, $1,000 tip in a roll of money, and Princess Margaret going,
"Oh,
like
you can come again."
Yeah.
I just did Indian accent.
What an
I don't know what's going.
amazing thing. And since then, I've heard that she's quite a party goer. She loves frivolity and a bit of tipple. And cool
Lovely.
chick.
Lovely. You've got so many great stories, so we could sit here all day
know.
talking about those as
Let's
well.
do it.
But Fred's telling me we've got a nice album to show there.
Yes,
for you.
anyway,
so tell us about your album.
I've had 2 albums with SBS and Universal Music, and then the music industry changed, where the record companies started to focus more on things like The Voice, Australian Idol, Australia's Got Talent. Anyway, we disconnected, myself and Universal Music, and then it's taken me a couple of years to regain my footing.
Yeah.
So I started work on this album by using a crowdfunding website called Pledge Music. So I've pre-sold quite a few hundred CDs to get the money from my supporters to spend $30,000 recording this album.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be released through another record company called Ambition. Tina Arena, Olivia Newton-John, James Morrison, Leo Sayer, Wendy Matthews, Russell Morris. These are all eclectic adult artists, and now I'm part of that team. And February, the album's going to be released nationwide.
Well, hey, fantastic, and congratulations,
Thank
because
you,
know
Nisha.
that album cover looks very nice, looking very
I know, I need a
handsome
haircut.
and smart on there. Looking very good. Now, look, time does go so fast, but where can people find out more if they want to get the album?
First of all, you can go to my website, which is www.alfredomalabello.com, just like there on the TV. Or if you really get it wrong, just go Alfredo Malabello, Google, even if you go Alfredo Mulabulu or something, Google will correct you, and you'll find me. I'm easy to find.
Well, thanks so much again for being on the couch,
worries, thank
Alfredo. It's always lovely to see you, and you're jet setting across from east to west constantly, so hopefully we'll catch you again in the new year.
I'll have a nap. I'm tired.
Okay, and if you missed any of that, you can go to thecouch.com.au, of course. But for now, it's back to you, Fred.
Thank you very much to Nisha, and thank you to Alfredo Malabello. He'll be back at the end of the show with a beautiful Christmas song. I would like to probably know more about this $1,000 tip. I want to know what it was for. Because I reckon there's a story behind that one too, even though he was waving his hand and making out he didn't know anything about the tip. Thank you very much. I've got a tip for you, Alfredo. You need to tell us more about the story. But if you'd like to win one of these CDs, we've got a couple of them to give away. Easy. All you got to do is send an SMS to us with your name and address. Your name and address. Put the name Alfredo. You can spell it because it's on the CD, but you know how to spell Alfredo, A-L-F-R-E-D-O. You should know how to spell it. And we'll give 2 of those CDs away to people anywhere in the world and anywhere in Australia as well. 0439 929 929. We need to go to a break. Thank you very much to everybody for being in the segment. We'll see you on the other side of this break. Thank you.